If this is the highest priority of the Climate Council, we have provided our good faith estimate of what it will take. There are many other obligations that the Climate Action Office has. We don't have capacity to take on this work with existing staff. And I think this is how this agency finds itself stretched unbelievably thin and unable to sort of meet expectations in terms of timelines in many areas, because we are asked to take on things and not provided sufficient resources. And I am frankly frustrated that the council seems to be suggesting we should cut back on what is a credible estimate of what it will take to implement one of your highest priority recommendations. If you don't think the legislature will fund it, that's a conversation to have with the legislature. I don't think it's appropriate to place pressure on us to reduce our estimate of the level of effort required.
This is a top priority, the Cap and Invest program. And I would like to show up aggressively as the council, to the extent that we have the common will to do so, and say, this is a priority, and we think you should fund this and this and this, and even suggest levels. And I have no reason to question like the scale of funding. If we're going to ramp up and build towards having a Cap and Invest type program, the agency needs time to build the resources and the staff to do that. And be able to hire whole, FTEs, even if it's part of this specific project, is an investment in the longer term effort. I think the further that we can go and the more aggressive and ambitious we can be as a climate council to press for that, the better. I assume that there may be some risk that, that if the number were perceived to be inflated, on a resource, short time frame, that the legislature might say no and give up on the whole thing. And there's maybe a fear that it's like a poison pill to have too large a request. But on balance, I lean towards let's support the agency's request and get them as much resources as quickly as possible.
I am afraid that asking for that much money will be a poison pill. And we won't get half a program, we'll get nothing. And